Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another Starcraft 2 broadcast. My name is Anaris, and today we are here watching a Protoss vs Terran matchup from the January Champions Trophy Tournament. This is lefNaij, I believe that's how you pronounce it, spawning as the Protoss in the 3 o'clock, and we have SeleCT spawning as the Terran who needs to set his rally point. Spoiler alert, they mine faster if you do that. I'm just kidding. But in the 9 o'clock position. So despite what you just saw, these players are actually very good, and I will say there was a little bit of lag in this game. I was actually observing this for the tournament. So if you see any random pauses or whatnot, something looks kind of out of place, that's probably what it was, just a little lag spike then. So like I said, this is from the January Champions Trophy Tournament. SeleCT is currently living in Korea. He did move there just a couple months ago. I don't want to turn this into Encyclopedia Starcraftica, but I can say that if you want to find out more information about his whole moving and whatnot, you can go to the Team Liquid Wikipedia. Very good stuff on that website for pretty much any of your pro gaming information needs. lefNaij here, also very good player. Both these players do have biographies on the Wikipedia website. Now, I do want to point out that in my last video, dancing probe. Okay, sorry. Last video, I did put an annotation in the top of the screen. You may have seen it at the beginning, that I have an IRC channel now. If you need instructions on how to connect to IRC, I'm going to make a video probably in the next day or so that's just going to outline how to get an IRC client or connect through a web page. Pretty easy stuff. You can come hang out with me. I'm usually in there pretty much 24/7. I may not always be there. I may be at the, away from the computer or whatnot. But that's the nice thing about IRC. You can change your name and it'll say like Anaris Casting, and you'll know, hey, he's not idle. He's actually there, just not paying attention. So there's a lot of cool people in there already. It's kind of I don't want to say it's beta, but this is the first public announcement that we've made of it on YouTube. So definitely go check that out. If you want the information, it should be in the video description. It's basically irc.gamesurge.net. And it's channel Anaris. Surprise! Alright, so back to the game here. We have the Protoss player currently sitting at 22 supply, going with a pretty standard opener. He did get his gateway at 14 supply, so a little bit later than the standard 12-13. But I don't think that's really going to be a big deal here. The Terran player right now has 1 barracks, no gas. So kind of looking to see if he's going to do some sort of early aggression. He does have an SCV going out. He has 425 minerals. Sure enough, there they go, the expansion right there. This is going to be a fast expansion. Let's see how his army suffers here as a result. Right now, the Terran actually doing a good thing here, scouting out the Protoss base. He sees there's 2 gas, there's only 1 gateway. A Chrono Boost is being used on the Stalker and not the Cybernetics core, so we might not have the most aggressive play right off the bat. We will keep an eye on that, though, as the SCV is forced to retreat, knowing that a Stalker is going to be coming out any moment now. Meanwhile, Terran over here throwing down a couple more structures, got 2 more barracks on the way. Now, if the Protoss does want to attack in the next couple minutes, Terran will be fairly vulnerable. You see there's no bunkers or anything down here. Well, now that I say that, sure enough, a bunker's going down right there. But, if he were to do some sort of 4-gate push, he could place a pylon right here and warp in units with relative ease. It would not be that big of a deal. If he wanted to have made that really effective, though, he probably would have had a Chrono Boosted out that Cybernetics core warp gate technology a lot more. Actually, it's kind of cool. I was reading Cheater Prime's blog the other day. I think I mentioned this already, but he's got a pretty nasty build for a 4-gate warp gate push in Protoss versus Protoss. Basically, the way he builds it, you get the gateway at 10, and I don't want to get into the details of it, but you end up with a warp gate being completely researched at around the 455 mark, and you're ready to go to start warping stuff in. So that's also assuming you've got the pylon already at their base, etc. So like I said, it's just a little PvP strategy. Cool stuff like that is on his blog. You should check that out. I'm actually probably going to put some more of his games up fairly soon. They are pretty entertaining, pretty informative. They're not always the most legendary casts, like, the 1-hour epic replay or whatnot. But he's very creative with his building placement and whatnot. So definitely check those videos out when they do go up. Protoss is getting a robotics facility as well as the Twilight Council there. So robotics facility probably just going to provide an observer or 2. Since he is getting the blink technology, with the Observer, he will be able to blink up into the top of the Terran base, bypassing the bunker right here, which is currently empty. It's okay. Terran is actually looking to go on the offensive, maybe, at least doing a little bit of map control, claiming the Zelnaga watchtower. 2 Stalkers are over here. They will see the Terran army coming in plenty of time, so I don't think that that left is going to lose these Stalkers. Sure enough, there they go. Those towers do give plenty of vision. So we got 2 warp gates here. You see that the Twilight Council is just about finished researching that blink technology. The Terran player is still running off of 3 barracks. He is getting Weapons 1, just started that a second ago. And looking at the income tab, we can see that Terran is slightly ahead. About 200 minerals per minute there. 33 to 31 harvesters. Here come the Stalkers. Going to try to take advantage of the fact that Terran doesn't quite have the army. There's the blink catching up to a lot of those units. Does take out the Marauder first. And now, actually, Terran is holding his ground because he knows that Protoss has used up his blink. He will not be able to blink for the next couple seconds, so he was able to take out at least 1 unit there. Does have a few infantry here at the bunker ready to go. Observer is here, so the Protoss can blink up if he needs to. SCVs are going to come off the line here, try to block in the Stalkers and force the blink. SCVs are good at controlling them. Yep, see, there he goes, right there. 1 Stalker has gone down, while the other ones are over here microing away, trying to do as much damage as they can. This barracks might actually go down. I don't know. We do have 1 Marauder just about complete. 2 Marines coming down the line as well. SCVs are going to be coming off the line here in a last-ditch effort to repair the... Oh my god, look at that. 94 back up to 250. And now the SCVs are continuing their pursuit of the Blink Stalkers, which do a fast blink right there, back up to the northern part of the base where there's a wider open area. But now, the SCVs are really doing a great job minimizing the amount of damage these Stalkers can actually do. The Marines aren't really having to run that much, and the SCVs are keeping the Stalkers on the move, like I said, really limiting the amount of damage they can do. So now I think Terran has successfully defended his base with some nice micromanagement right there. Got his SCVs heading back to the main and the natural. Still have that 1 Observer here, so we might have another blink attack directly into the main base in just a few minutes. I don't know. These bunkers are very empty right now. Protoss is getting a couple more. I see those 2 Stalkers were heading across the map there. There they go, blinking up at the top. Uh-oh, 2 Marauders now with the stem. They are going to be able to chew through these Stalkers. Look, that 1 does go down. And now Terran is secure once again. All right, over here in Protoss base, we have 2 more warp gates coming in and a robotics bay. Now, that's pretty crucial because, oh yeah, that Observer just died right there. Surprise! Comsat owns Observers. But, you know, Protoss is going to have to tech switch pretty quickly because the Blink Stalkers are really becoming less and less effective as the minutes go by. The Terran is going to be able to get up, you know, medevacs now, it looks like. Maybe some Vikings to help out with the Colossus once he realizes that a robotics bay has gone down. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Does have 76 energy there, 32 there. May decide to do a comm set up here in the main base at some point, where he might see that, depending, I don't know, it's kind of off to the side there. He may not see that, but there is an Observer coming in here for the Protoss player. Just going to keep an eye on the Terran. He's got 3 tech labs. Uh-oh, here come the Blink Stalkers. Going to have a stem. They're going to engage right there. Taking out 1, 2, 3 right off the bat. 2 medevacs are here, able to heal up the infantry. No more attacks for you, and there goes the second Observer. Once again, good comm set by SeleCT. Notice the Stalkers were able to shoot up the ledge without the vision. Surprise! Must be an Observer. Will these Marines catch up to it? I don't think so. Looks like they're barely... No, he's going to engage, actually. No, and then blink away. Just kidding. Kind of a double fake out there from the Protoss. He is just about finished getting a Colossus. Don't think it'll be ready and down there quite in time, though. So Terran is going to retreat. Now, like I said, you know, there was that window of opportunity where Protoss really could have shut down the economy here. It didn't work out so well in the Protoss' favor. Or Protoss could shut down the economy. You know what I mean. And obviously, didn't work out so well. You look at the income right now. 47 to 54. The Mules are keeping it just dead even. But if you look at the army size, Terran is slightly ahead. It's still mostly infantry. It's all gonna come down to this Colossus. If this Colossus is able to be microed properly, you know, he does have the extended thermal lance upgrade on the way, which will increase the range from 6 to 9. That is crucial when you're dealing with Marauders in particular. because they can stem, and if you don't have a solid wall with force fields, they can just run right past whatever you've got there and just burst down the Colossus, and that's going to be game over. Do have a couple Marines and a dropship, maybe getting ready to do a drop in the main base. There's not a lot here right now. See, there's one Colossus here at the ledge. Terran looking to move across the middle of the map. Here comes the dropship with the Marines. Free Marine's a little choppy. Don't know what's up with that. Uh-oh. Probes are going to be going down. Looks like we're going to have the first one exploding right there. Second one going down as well. Meanwhile, Terran is chosen to engage down here at the high yield expansion, catching the Protoss a little bit off guard. Marauders going in for the kill for the Colossi. One of them does go down. The second one goes down as well. Protoss is not in a good position right now, with these Marauders just wreaking havoc on the forces, with the stem plowing through the Stalkers. That's going to be it, I think, for the Protoss. I really don't see how he's going to be able to come back from that. He does have that Colossus right there, and there's the GG. Yeah, that expansion was going to go down very quickly, so good game here. Good play by Select. Very solid defense at the start, able to hold on to that expansion, and really made it pay for itself there in the end. So let's go on to game number 2, as this is a best of 3 series, and let's see what happens next.